So this question is about a 9-month Doberman who goes ballistic, goes fucking crazy every time the doorbell rings and the owner is wondering what to do. I actually had this exact problem with Ava. The only problem is it was amplified because every time she was triggered, Ace got triggered. So then I had 2 dogs going crazy because of the fucking doorbell. Okay? So you gotta understand, dogs have amplified hearing, tenfold more than humans. Okay, I already have bad hearing, so just imagine this. It's like putting in your headphones, turn on a song, but you're surprised because the song is actually already jacked up. It's already to the max. That's what it's like for a dog, okay? So things like that, those vacuums, dog whistles, fucking doorbells, those sharp, acute, random sounds are gonna trigger the dog. What you got to do is change the behavior of the dog to make those sounds associated with something positive. Okay, so here's what I did. Not saying it's right or wrong, but this is what I did in order to help. So right at dinner time, I will suggest dinner only because it's later and I don't know how close you are to the neighbors proximity wise. So, especially if you're doing it early, neighbors might piss off some neighbors if you're doing it early. So I did it at dinner. As they were eating their dinner, and if you got a spouse or significant other to do it, so you don't have to be there and they could go outside. But if you don't, you go outside and you ring the doorbell while they are eating their dinner. The thing is, when that happens, you can't bark when you're fucking eating dinner. Not possible. You'll do this for 2 or 3 days. Every time they eat dinner or have their meal, whenever you feed them, you go out and you ring that motherfucker. So you're desensitizing the dog to this sound. You're getting them now accustomed to understanding, hey, this sound means something good is gonna happen. Now, you do that for a couple of days, then you progress it. So now they've associated sound with food. Now you're gonna start changing the behavior to something else. So now, right before dinner, ring that motherfucker. And then from there, you tell them to go to bed, go to place, plots down, something like that. It's just anything other than barking. Tell them to go do something. This is where it means, give the dog a job. Go tell them to do something that you want, and then release them and have dinner. Okay? So there's your 2 progressions at first. First, while they're eating dinner, ring the motherfucker. Number 2, ring the motherfucker, change the behavior, then release them to go have dinner. Now the 3rd progression, they're going to ring the doorbell randomly. Rather than giving them their whole dinner, then you are just giving them, little handfuls of kibble, treats, or anything else. Ring the motherfucker, tell them to go to whatever you substituted barking for, go to bed, lay down, whatever you want. Anything you want, free game, fair game. Then you just start saying, just like you normally would with training, yes, good boy, good girl, whatever, and just giving them the, whatever is in your hand, then you can go release them to have dinner. Then that will be your new training cycle. It would be go ring the doorbell, whatever that final, hey, place, lay down, give them treats, and then that's from there, that's what you're working on. But you've built up enough desensitization that they shouldn't be going apeshit every time they hear the doorbell. This one is only going to be more difficult just because of the randomness and how often someone rings your doorbell. I don't know how much that actually happens, but if you just do it from there, once you're in maintenance mode, just do it a couple of times, once or twice a week, 2-3 times a month, what have you, just so they can still remember that and still have that muscle, and you'll be fine. All right? Good luck. Talk to you next time. Done.